What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this is another member voted upon video. This got some of the highest votes in the recent members only content choice poll, and we're going to be talking about vacation fragrances for summer. So as a lot of you know, at the recording of this, I am moving by the beach in the Florida Panhandle in literally right over 3 weeks. Pretty excited. So beach vacation type of fragrances is going to become the norm in my weekly rotations, and there's definitely some great options in here. This is a fun one to do. I'm very excited because some of my personal favorites are in here. There's some newer releases. There's some stuff that have been go-tos for a while for me. But let's talk about the 10 best fragrances to take on summer vacation. Stay tuned. So we had to start things off with what I believe to be a must-have. If you're into this style and you're heading to vacation, spend 20 bucks and get yourself a bottle of Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Barts. It is a margarita on the rocks. So surprisingly warm and boozy while still being super tropical. Salted lime, fresh tropical fruity smell, a little bit of like a pineapple coconut type of feel, even though I don't remember that being the exact notes, but a lot of lime and salt. With this tequila accord. Like I said, it literally smells like a margarita on the rocks. It's actually a decent performer for an eau de cologne concentration. You can find this all over the place online, different rack stores, $20. And it's, like I said, 4 to 6 hour fragrance in my experience, more in the 5 to 6 hour range with really good projection, very noticeable for the first hour. This is one that is absolutely kind of the poster child for this video. It's always right to start things off on the right foot, and I feel like fragrances like Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Barts, when it comes to vacation in a bottle, this is the way to start. So this next one's very new to my collection. I had a decant that my friend Hillary sent my way. Shout outs to Hillary. And I fell in love with this fragrance. I had to get a bottle. This is a subsidiary brand of Joe Malone. This is from a brand called Joe Loves. This is Mango Thai Lime. Like I said, I recently picked this one up. Mango Thai Lime. It's as it sounds, mango and lime with some spice, because it's a very sharp rind, green peel of the lime, juiciness, a lot of mango fruit, like a ripe mango with some like almost peppered spice. It might even be pepper. Zesty, fresh, super tropical. I mean, this is island vibes right here. This is tropical fruits through and through. Beautiful fragrance, not a crazy performer. Another one that's like a 6 hour fragrance, but just so enjoyable. And it doesn't smell like all the other tropical fruity fragrances that I have. It maintains so much freshness. It's still so juicy and has its fruity sweetness, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't call it a syrupy, sickeningly type of sweet fragrance. This is really good stuff. This is an experience absolutely worth trying, because if you're looking for a great fragrance for a summer beach vacation, I mean, this just screams that island beach vibe. It's Joe Loves Mango Thai Lime. This one's hard to argue for a lot of people, and some people are going to say, well, what about the Le Parfum? Well, if I'm thinking summer vacation, I'm thinking outdoors in the heat a lot. And of the two versions of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Beau, I think outdoors in the heat more often than not, the Eau de Toilette is the one to grab. Don't get me wrong, I love the Le Parfum too. I know a lot of you are going to say, I would have still picked the Le Parfum. You can go with either one. They're both phenomenal. Jean-Paul Gaultier, we need Le Beau Elixir as the next flanker. Just throwing that out there. But here, it's as simple as the note breakdown sounds. It's bergamot, it's coconut, and it's tonka bean. You get a sweet powdery tone. There's a citric freshness and plenty of coconut that gives a little bit of a sunscreen vibe, more of a tropical feel, kind of enhances the bergamot smell, if you will. And it's an above average performer. I get like 6 to 8 hours of longevity on my skin with pretty good projection for a solid hour and a half from this one. It's one of the best DNAs, especially for the summertime, to come out in a long time. There's a lot of ways they can really take this DNA with flankers. They started off great with the follow-up to this being the Le Parfum like we discussed. I would love to see an elixir flanker, because this base DNA is absolutely incredible, and it's pretty much summer vacation in a bottle. Great daytime wear in the heat. Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Eau de Toilette. So here's another one that's very new to the collection. I just recently did a First Impressions live stream with 2 fragrances from this brand. This is from Atelier Cologne. This is called Pacific Lime. So this is a lime coconut fragrance, more of a coconut water It's a little creamy, but it's more of a juicy lime that kind of makes it more of a coconut water smell. There's some creaminess to it. There's a little bit of wood. But overall, just so rich and photorealistic. These more affordable niche tropical fragrances, these niche freshies, they're some of the best on the market. It's a pure parfum. It wears kind of on the rich side for the aroma, not some crazy long-lasting fragrance, because with these authentic citrus oils, they do dissipate pretty quickly. But for the few hours that you're going to get to enjoy this one, this is a great daytime bowl of fruit, juicy, sweet, tropical drink type of smell without booze, like a non-alcoholic tropical drink out by the pool kind of thing. I felt like this was a great fragrance to suit this topic, and one that I'm eager to wear around the beach myself in the Florida Panhandle. If you haven't tried this yet, I was super excited to get this one. Glad to have it now, and it's worth trying for sure, especially if you're heading to a summer vacation this year. Atelier Cologne Pacific Lime. Whether you're at home or on vacation this summer, you want Mega Fresh, one of the best fresh designer fragrances to come out in years. You want Terre d'Hermes Eau Givree. It's that good. This citron has this grapefruit smell to it. It has the woody notes here, has kind of that earthy, lightly smoked vetiver tone that ties it to the DNA, but this is kind of its own fragrance. It has links in the scent profile to the Terre d'Hermes DNA, but this, like I said, it definitely does its own thing. It's crazy fresh. So beautiful, decent performer, 6-7 hours on skin. Not going to overwhelm anyone. It's bright, it's airy, it's hard not to like. It's one of the best openings money can buy. But on a super hot day, you're sweating, you need a great, refreshing, cooling, invigorating type of scent profile. This is one of those. This will do the job. This is going to be great on someone's summer vacation. I'll definitely be reaching for this one a lot more once I'm in the appropriate setting, which I think beach vacations, beach vibe, just out in that hot, humid weather in general, is where fragrances like Terre d'Hermes Eau Givree shines. So it was a clear and easy choice. Terre d'Hermes Eau Givree. You'll notice there's a lot of tropical fruits in this particular video because tropical fits with summer vacation just so well. And if you want to experience a phenomenal zesty guava, a great guava note, you're going to want to check out the newest release from City Rhythm Fragrance. This is called St. John. Oh man, there's coconut pulp. So it's a very thick coconut, not milky. There's a beautiful tropical fruity smell with a lot of guava. This is dominated by guava in the top. Passion fruit smell. Like I said, it's an exotic fruit fragrance. It's probably the best way I can put this. High oil concentration. I believe it's still 50% oil concentration, which traditionally is what Niles goes with for his City Rhythm fragrances, which this, fun fact, is the first fragrance in the house perfumed by Niles himself. And it's a hell of a showing. Kudos, Niles. You did great for your first outing as perfuming the fragrance. I don't think it could have came out better, guys. This is immediately top 3 from the house. When it comes to the freshies of the house, I think it's number 1. I would encourage you to get a sample and try this because this is literally based around a tropical island. That's the theme of the fragrance. I mean, I could not have this in the video because it's probably more suited for this topic than every other fragrance in this video. At least one of the most suited for this. So if you haven't experienced this one yet, I strongly encourage you to do so because there's a lot of different things going on here that makes it so exotic, so tropical, so fun for your summer vacation this year. You might want to check it out. It's St. John from City Rhythm Fragrance. This next one's a newer, affordable fragrance for me. It's another one from the house of Tommy Bahama. I had to include 2 from Tommy Bahama because I just like this one so much. It's the newest release in the Maritime line. This is Maritime Voyage from Tommy Bahama. So you get starfruit in this one. So when you hear starfruit, you probably think of Versace Mano Fresh because that's like the most popular fragrance to feature that note. Every time I record a video, it never fails. It does have a little bit of that sour citrus feel, but I believe there's some lemongrass that kind of gives it this citric green feel to it. Like the color of the bottle is very fitting. It's citric, it's watery, it's a little creamy, while still being a little tropical. Not as tropical as some of the others, but very much a ankle deep in the water by the beach type of vibe. Very nautical. The whole line is very nautical, and this probably more so than the rest of the flankers. That's why I wanted to include this one specifically. It's the newest in the line, and I think it's the highlight of the line. If you're to get one fragrance in the Tommy Bahama Maritime line, I would encourage it to be this one. Get out to a Tommy Bahama store, try one of their testers, get a sample, do something, get your nose on it. It's not going to win any performance awards. It is an eau de cologne that performs a little bit above its price point. I think, at least above its oil concentration, if you will. Same thing with most of their fragrances are eau de colognes, and they perform 4 to 6 hour range. I get about 5 hours with this one, kind of smack dab in the middle. Very fresh, very fitting on a hot day. It's got a little bit of creaminess, but not anything that's going to kind of make a sticky feel to the wearing experience or be cloying in any way. Like I said, very nautical type of theme to the scent profile, not just the bottle, because the bottle has a clever nautical theme. But I would encourage you to check this one out this year. It's Tommy Bahama Maritime Voyage. Fun and tropical is the theme, inspired by Rio de Janeiro and Carnival. We are talking about Zaharoff Signature CoCoLoCo. Currently on back order at pre-order pricing at the recording of this. So if you missed out on the first batch, because of the immediate sellout and huge demand of this fragrance, it is available for back at pre-order price on a back order list in the link below. But man, the cardamom really adds vibrance to the top because there's a lot of fruits going on here. Pineapple, pear, clementine with some coconut flesh, as it's called, but it's kind of the meatiness of the coconut, if you will. Very vibrant, bowl of fruits type of stuff. The spice here is not too much. The cardamom kind of brightens everything up, like I was saying. Adds vibrance to the top. A little bit of florals in the heart. A lot of blonde woods here. The blonde cedar kind of dominates the dry down with this slightly creamy musk. Big fan of this one. It's one I would encourage you to get a decant. There's people selling decants out across on the internet. Try this one for yourself if you're not comfortable with blind buying. Totally understand that. I encourage you to sample first, but definitely a fun fragrance. That is a lot of people I've been seeing on social media that I'm friends with or that we follow one another have been going on their summer vacations, and they've been bringing this because it really fits the theme. It's a fun, vibrant daytime pick in the heat. It celebrates Carnival in Rio de Janeiro. It literally is built for that, coastline, fun, hot weather vibe. It's literally made for it. It's a great fragrance that I encourage you to get your nose on. Zaharoff Signature CoCoLoCo. Check your Burlingtons because they're popping up for $20. It's the newest summer release in the CK1 line. It's CK1 Reflections. It is zesty, bright, juicy citrus, clean musk. I love these CK1 summer flankers. You need fragrances like this. Not real strong performers. You get a few hours at best. Bright, refreshing, such a summer vibe. They're summer flankers. They're built for this. They're made to be sprayed as heavy as you want to spray them. If you want to relive the experience in 2 hours, you just spray it over again because they typically last about 2 to 3 hours on skin with maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes of really good projection because it's so bright and airy. For $20, I feel like it's an easy dice roll of a blind buy. It's worth checking. Check your Burlingtons. Drop the $20. It's not that often I encourage a blind buy. This is a safe $20 blind buy. Again, go in with tempered expectations on performance, but this is great to have in the bag heading to the beach, heading poolside, going have lunch, gonna have drinks. Let's say a Pineapple Willie's in Panama City, for example, where you're out on the deck by the beach and you just want something fresh to really fit that by the beach vibe. Here you go. Calvin Klein puts one out every year, and this year they're already at the rack stores for $20. Get your hands on this one. It's built for your summer vacation for $20. CK1 Reflection. Last but not least was an instant love blind buy for me. It's become one of my favorite fragrances from the house. This is a vibe in a bottle. It's oceanic, it's casual, it's got good performance, it's got elegance. It's French Riviera from Mancera. It's become one of my favorite from the house. It's so good. Watery, aquatic, fresh, juicy citrus, creamy, lightly powdery, white floral, musky and woody in the dry down. Ever so present and long lasting without being a loud fragrance. It's not real loud. People are going to smell you, especially in the first hour or two. But after that, it's going to sit a bit close to the skin. You'll get whiffs of it to remind you it's there. It's an experience. This is very much a casual day. Just that laid back day. Let's say the first day was travel. Something you're excited. You're heading to that summer vacation, whether it's poolside, beachside, water park, whatever. You're traveling that day. You're going to pick maybe one of these other ones. Whereas the next day, or maybe the third day into your vacation, where it's just laid back, y'all are relaxing, poolside on some chairs, getting a tan in the sun, just that casual vibe. Go and have some lunch. Just the laid back day on vacation, because everybody has the laid back day on vacation. This is the fragrance for that day, in my opinion. It fits that vibe perfectly. Get your nose on this one. Like I said, it immediately became one of my favorites from Mancera. It's French Riviera. Well, that's the 10 that I have for you today. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback. And I love hearing from you guys. Of these 10, what have you tried? What sparked your interest and you'd like to get your nose on? Maybe get a decant. Maybe get a sample. Maybe check it out in the links below. Who knows? But there's definitely some really good stuff here. And like I said, I'm moving to the beach in just a few short weeks. And these are going to be pretty heavy early on in the rotation. This is the kind of stuff I'm excited to wear in the coming weeks because it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, and I'm going to be beachside. It's going to be like living on vacation. It's going to be amazing. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on any of these 10 and you give them a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.